Hello. Um welcome back to my channel. Um my name is Olive and I am an aspiring game developer. And today I want to talk about just failure all in general. So if you look past my channel, I was on a streak of just like doing this 30-day challenge. Like, yeah, I'm going to work on this one thing just for 30 days, get some experience, get some progress. And after day 13, 14, 13, I just stopped. You see, I had had a trip I had to do real quick. It was a very refreshing trip, and then I never came back. I don't know why I never came back. It's just I just couldn't do it. I thought about it, pondered about it, just like, and I was eager. It's like, yeah, every single day I was like, yeah, get on the computer and do something. Get on the computer, start recording, and do something. And I just couldn't. And then the hours turned into days, and then the days turned into weeks, and then the weeks turned into like eventually a month at this point. And I just want to say I'm sorry to my past self for failing me. I'm sorry to my future self for hindering my progress. Hold on, let me see if I can hear myself. Okay. I'm sorry to my future self for hindering my progress, and I'm just sorry in general that I just couldn't do it. It's a very tough thing, to deal with. At least for me, just trying to be consistent about something that you're very passionate in. It sounds a little off, like if you just say out loud, like, "Oh, how are you struggling being consistent on something that you really, really enjoy doing?" And the thing is, just, I think it's failure. You look at all the data in the world, all of the possibilities, think about them, and you start internalizing it and just thinking about, okay, what if I fail? What if this doesn't work out? What if it's not what I dreamt it to be? And then you just self-sabotage yourself. You don't start. You don't do anything. You don't progress yourself, and then you just wait and wait as life moves on, and you're just staying in the same place. It's like I wasn't like necessarily like depressed about it. I think depressed is a very strong state to be in, and I wouldn't necessarily say that I was depressed. It was just but it was a very sad moment of time just thinking about it. A lot of people are probably gonna be watching this like, bro, why you yapping? It doesn't even matter like that for real. Like, it's not that serious. And what I say to that is like, yeah, you're probably right. It probably is like not that serious in the general scheme of things, but to me, it is serious. It's serious because this is something I always wanted to do my entire life. Beyond this grand vision and just like never look back. Start making games, start building games, building relationships, and just like, just wanting to just like, give on experiences to the world and never look back. So when you had that dream since you were a child, of course it gets a little serious. Of course it gets serious when you have such a burning aspiration and all these ideas in your head, and you just don't do anything about it because of your own judgment, your own sense of fear. When the external world, I guess you could say, if we're going this like metaphysics or whatever, when the outside world just tells you, oh, this is not gonna work, oh, indie game development is like sucks, you can't do it, all all that, and your progress in starting that in and developing yourself into this indie game developer is just very, very slow. It's very demoralizing because it's kind of like, even though you have the strong aspirations, you can't just ignore the data in the world. You can't just ignore that. yeah, you could turn the other cheek and just keep going even with all that in your head, but you can't just ignore it, especially when it's right in front of you every single day. So then it makes you slow. It makes you stop. It makes you rethink about things. It makes you become a person who analyzes instead of a builder, you know? It makes you become um I guess you could say a researcher than a builder, an analyzer, um a scientist than an engineer, you know? You're not actually doing anything. You're just excuse me create all this knowledge in your head and you're just putting it in there and you're not using it. So of course it's gonna be like super demoralizing, you know. I'm a person who really loves like the process of things, progression. I love seeing progression about things. That gives me like a really good dopamine hit. Like I see a progression of a simple idea turns into something big. I love it. I go to the gym, I see the progression in my body and then like my strength. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But game development, it's different because how patient you have to be and how disciplined, and not necessarily disciplined in the sense that like how you're gonna do this all the time, you're gonna do this every day. It's like it's discipline in the sense of sorry, I'm just thinking about like what my next choice of words. Um Disciplined in the sense that you can't look back, you know. Um it's there's a sense of love into game development. Again, these guys are probably like, look at this like, oh my god, it's not as serious as you're just making it be, but it's like it's very serious to me. It's serious to me. And what I mean by that is it's not necessarily the trying to do it part and doing it part is like what knocks everyone down. It's I think it's everything else. Seeing how it affects your life, seeing how it affects you, trying to see progress so much and nothing necessarily happens. You have to be patient in something that you don't even know is going to work out. And when you have that, plus when you have that mixed with big aspirations about that particular discipline mixed in, plus the fear of like failing, and that aspiration fear failing on your like your life dream is just it's just a heavy hurricane of just self-sabotage, you know. I always tell myself, I always think of myself, it's just like I rather fail while trying than be safe and never try at all, you know. If I failed and then like it never works out, it just simply means I was never the type of person to get further in this place, you know, to get further as I wanted it to. Not necessarily like to give up on my dreams, but just to keep going. And I was just never that person throughout my life. It's all right because at least I know I tried. At least I went out there and tried to live the life that I wanted. And not a lot of people even has the opportunity to do that. So I'm very grateful for me to even have that opportunity to actually try out risky decisions. And yeah, and I just feel as if I'm just like sitting here and then I'm not making anything. I'm not doing anything. And you know, you feel a little bit guilty because like, you know, like there's a lot of people who will wish to be in my situation, you know, wish to have like resources and the time to be able to like dive into their craft, you know, and do the things that they really love. There's people who wish I can be who wish to be in my position. I'm just doing nothing with it, you know. Like I know problems is everybody has their own problems and it's all unique. Up, well, that's gone. Everybody has their own problems, and it's very very unique. But um, it's just such a first world problem. Is that I'm kind of just like, it feels like I'm being like a little bit of a spoiled brat, you know. Oh, what if it doesn't work out? Oh, what if I'm like not the type of person to do it? And then there's people out there in the world who will wish to even give it the chance to do it, and I'm doing nothing with it. And that's just all, you know, stacks up. Progress is slow. Um, the guilt of just not doing anything builds up, self-sabotage, and then thinking about everything else, but also juggling life itself. It's tough. It's a tough thing, and it's just something I've been dealing with for I guess you could say for years now, until I started this channel and really really tried. I wouldn't say I really really tried. Well, I tried, but see, that's the self-negative talk I'm talking about. Um, yeah, I started this channel for one thing and to do one thing, and it's just to get really really good at games and really really knowledgeable at games, and making games, you know, sharing these experiences with people, putting my ideas out into something tangible, you know, like with social media and everything today. It's just like people lack imagination in their own craft. You know, I don't want to be the person who lacks I want to innovate. You know, I want to be a person who changes things with my craft, changes things with how people view games, how people make games, how people build games. You know, games should be something fun, something inspiring, something that you could just go home and it might even change your life. Like that's how powerful games are. And I want to do that for people, but I have all my personal enemies. It gets me mentally, you know, just like fighting against me, like, oh, just self-doubt, and you know, just the idea of just this feeling out, even though I'm just so zoned in on this one particular goal. The fact that, you know, there's still, like, you know, that chance, I mean a big chance, that I want to say, not that I don't want to like risk it, you know, there's like a good like 60% chance that none of this works out. And I say, my mind says that, like, yes, I don't care, I want to still keep going for it, but my body is like, nah, let's not do much, you know. And it's very demoralizing. This yap session to me is just probably just me dancing around the point, just like, oh, you know, you just don't feel like you do it, you're probably not the person, you know. But I'm making this video to say that, like, I haven't give up. I haven't given up on my dream, on my passion, and I really really want to do this. I really want to go for it, and you know, I really want to fight my demons, my own dragons, and really pursue life in the way how I want to pursue it, in the way that others should pursue it. And I'm still going after it no matter what. I might self-sabotage myself, I might tell myself all these things, but I still want to go ahead and cross that barrier barrier, and push for it and go for it and build, because I want to live my life for the fullest. I was given this opportunity to just live a good life, and the life, I was given the opportunity to live in a life that I have a choice. I have a choice on the matter of fact. I have a choice on the life that I want to live, and I don't want to take that for granted. I choose to live I want to live a particular life So therefore, I should strive for that life, no matter what. You know, go for it, improve, um, be yourself, and just live. I want to do that. So this is not a video of just me just saying like, oh, I give up. I'm just being honest. You know, I'm just being honest with myself. I'm being honest to y'all. So honest that like, oh, I'm even putting this on YouTube. That's hella risky. Yeah, all this to say that I don't want to give up. I want to still keep pushing forward. I want to still keep grinding and progressing and building games and building my character to become the person that can build the games that I really, really want to make. So yeah. That's to my 3 viewers out there, I appreciate y'all a lot. The fact that like just people subscribe, you know, is very it's a very comforting thought that people are actually interested in this. So I'll keep going. I'll keep grinding. I even started up like a little bit of a Twitch, so I might hop on there soon, later. I don't know. But yeah, I'll end it here before this video gets a little bit too long and nobody wants to watch it, even though it's not necessarily for the case of people watching it. It's just like, again, it's a little blog channel of me making games and becoming the game developer, all that intro stuff. But if you're really here and you're still listening, then like I really appreciate it. Of you just taking your time out of your day just to listen what a 19-year-old have to say about their life. Yeah, a 19-year-old, you know, oh, you got all the life in the world ahead of you, you know. But yeah, it's just how I feel. I'm being honest, but I have to learn perseverance. I have to learn how to get over myself. You know, emotions come and go. Here's the moment. I gotta seize the moment. And I have to learn to just be something bigger than myself. To go for something bigger than myself, you know? Just a dream is something that's bigger than me. So I have to chase that. And I have to develop a character, a type of mentality that's just bigger than me, you know? And that will be super fulfilling because I know it. I feel it. I've experienced it. So, yep. Stopping with the yap sesh. Just wanted to hop on here and just, you know, yap per usual. And hope you guys are well. And I'll see y'all in another time. All right. Bye.